everyone, welcome back to Pacific Front channel. A new trainer was born, and soon it will train hundreds of future American pilots every year. Not only that, the Red Hawk's existence will also undermine a hegemony in the supersonic trainer category currently held by the T-50 Golden Eagle. What does the Red Hawk have to offer to threaten the T-50? Without further ado, let's find out in today's video. Before we step into the T-7A Red Hawk, we should first learn about the program it was involved in, the T-X program. The T-X program is the U.S. Air Force's development and acquisition program for a new two-seat jet trainer to replace the 60-year-old T-38 Talon. The origin of the program can be traced back to 2003 when the Air Force's Air Education and Training Command began developing the requirement for the T-38 replacement. The main push was the age of the T-38 fleet, most of which was over 50 years old and beginning to suffer from fatigue failures. Due to the fiscal climate in the 2010s, the program was delayed and even erased from the fiscal year 2014 budget. However, in early 2015, the Air Force released the T-X program requirements, with one of the requirements demanding that the new trainer be equipped to prepare pilots for the increasingly complex cockpit environment, especially concerning information management as seen in 5th-gen fighters. Additionally, the T-X must fulfill several basic training roles, including basic aircraft control, airmanship, formation, instrument and navigation, advanced air-to-air and air-to-ground, and advanced crew cockpit resource management. Moreover, the aircraft is expected to fulfill 5 advanced training roles, including sustained high-G operations at 6.5 to 7.5 G, aerial refueling, night visions, imaging systems operations, air-to-air intercept, and data link operations. In late 2016, the Air Force released a formal RFP which called for 350 aircraft and initial operational capability by 2024. 3 proposals were submitted for the T-X contract. Leonardo with the T-100, a modified M346, Lockheed Martin KAI T-50A, and Boeing Saab T-X. In September 2018, the Air Force announced the Boeing entry had been selected. The Air Force will purchase 351 aircraft and 46 simulators, as well as maintenance, training, and support for about $11 billion. This contract has options for up to 475 aircraft in total. After being selected, the T-X is redesignated as the T-7A Red Hawk in honor of the Tuskegee Red Tails. T-7A is a single-engine trainer with a twin tail that resembles the F-18 and tandem seating that gives both the instructor and student pilot an excellent view from the cockpit. Boeing and Saab promote the T-7A Red Hawk as the only digital next-gen trainer on the market that possesses military certification and meets modern training and low-cost needs. Its digital design enables the cost-effective integration of advanced training capabilities that will drastically improve pilot training for the next generation of fighters and bomber pilots. With an open mission, system architecture, and digital fly-by-wire controls, the Red Hawk supports training for a wide variety of fighters and bomber pilots and can evolve as technologies, threats, and training needs change. Furthermore, as the cornerstone of the Advanced Pilot Training System, which includes simulators and embed training, allows the operator to fly multiple aircraft cooperatively or fly against one another, allows aircraft to fly against ground simulators, and allows multiple pre-programmed mission scenarios that can be selected on the fly from the cockpit or controlled from the ground by a mission coordinator. Additionally, the T-7A is designed around common subsystems with 4th and 5th-gen aircraft to allow for the use of existing maintenance infrastructure, further simplifying maintenance and sustainment for lower life cycle costs, enabling the Red Hawk to have high operational readiness and meeting the 80% aircraft availability set by the Air Force. It's not without setback though. Earlier this year, Boeing said they had to delay the next test aircraft delivery by several months due to faulty parts from their supplier. Although Boeing already sent these parts back to the suppliers to be fixed, it pushes back their plan to start low-rate initial production in mid-2024, several months later than the company's original plan. The T-7A Red Hawk has a length of 14.3 meter, a wingspan of 9.3 meter, a height of 4.1 meter, and a maximum takeoff weight of 5,500 kg. It's powered by the same engine as the T-50 Golden Eagle, the General Electric F404. From the expected aircraft performance test as of October 2023, the Red Hawk has reached a maximum speed of Mach 0.975, an altitude of 45,000 feet, a maximum angle of attack of 30 degrees, and a maximum G-force of 8 Gs. Now, why did I say the T-7A is a threat to T-50 hegemony? Born 20 years apart, the Red Hawk has benefited from the advancement of technology in the aviation sector. The advanced pilot training system of the Red Hawk and its ground-based simulator really revolutionized how first-class Air Force trains their student pilots. Until now, pilot training can only be done in simulators or with real aircraft. But combining students in simulator and real aircraft in the same training and in real time is the first time I heard of something like it. In gaming, we call it cross-platform. Having pre-programmed training scenarios that can be chosen during flight or by the mission coordinator on the ground is a nice feature as well. It gives the instructors more flexibility to teach students lessons on the fly depending on the situation. I think this can give the students a more realistic experience. Next is the population. It will take some time though, but in just a couple of years, the population of the Red Hawks will surpass the Golden Eagle. As of right now, the population of the Golden Eagle family for trainer and combat variants, both in service and production, is about 270 aircraft. Meanwhile, when it's all being delivered, there will be 351 Red Hawks in operations with potentially more. The US Air Force still has an option for an additional 124 aircraft. The US Navy is also looking for a replacement for their T-45 Ghost Hawk with a minimum order of 145, and the GASDF is interested in the T-7 as well to replace their Kawasaki T-4 trainers. So, KAI needs to ramp up their effort to sell more Golden Eagle if they don't want to lose any potential customer now and in the future. Lastly, just like the T-50, Boeing is also planning to have the combat version of the T-7 as well, dubbed the F-7. When the F-16 is being phased out someday and the US Air Force strengths focus mainly on the F-35, they're still gonna need a 4th-gen aircraft that could provide more or less the same capability as the F-16 for less demanding mission. The F-7 will be the perfect candidate for that spot. This combat variant can also be offered to countries that are out of reach of South Korea, like Taiwan for example. The US can sell weapons to Taiwan without having to worry about China's repercussions. But for South Korea, the stake is too much if they do that. Boeing aims to sell over 2,700 Red Hawks globally, and I think this is one way they're gonna do it. And that's it for today. The T-7A Red Hawk, the future trainer and a serious threat to T-50 hegemony. What do you think about this new trainer and its training features? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.